Yo, what's going on? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? So in this audio/video, I wanted to talk about why, you're getting girls' numbers, you're going on dates, but you're not really having sex, all right? You're not having the amount of sex you want, or you're not having any sex at all. So, you might be getting girls' numbers, you hit them up, they might flake on you, or you hit them up, you go on one date, you never hear from them again, or, you might meet some chick at a bar, you've been making out with her, you get her number, but you never hear from her again. So, you're sort of getting girls to an extent, like, you're getting girls to give you numbers, you're going on dates here and there, and you're not really having sex though. You understand? So you're either getting sex like once every blue moon, or you're not having sex at all, right? And so, in this video, I want to talk about, why that's happening and how you can actually get more sex. And this is why I tell you guys, go to badboymembership.com to get my program, Just Have Sex with Her, all right? Because, I teach you ways on how to just get sex and not have to go on a whole bunch of dates and do all this other stuff, right? Now, the thing is this, the reason why a lot of guys, don't have a lot of sex is because, one, they're not really creating sexual tension when they're dealing with the girls. And I've talked about this a million fucking times, right? You got to understand, when you are interacting with women, you have to create sexual tension. What does that mean? That means that when you're dealing with them, you have to get the girl in a horny state of mind, right? You got to get her thinking about sex. You got to get her wanting to have sex. You got to get her wet, all this other stuff. And that's by you creating that sexual tension. You do this by flirting. You do this by your words. You do this by your touch. You understand? And again, go to Bad Boy Membership, get the art of flirting, and listen to how to create sexual tension with a woman, because I break down all of that stuff. But, one of the reasons why you're not getting the sex is because you're not creating that sexual tension. So you might be on a date with a girl and, the date's it's going cool and all that, but you're just having regular friendly talk. You're not really turning it up a notch. You're not really, doing anything but just being on some platonic type of vibe when you're actually talking to the girl. So what happens is that, she might like you, she might be attracted to you, but she's not in that sexual zone right now. You understand? Because I even did a video about this the other day where I was talking about how, the difference between men and women is that men, are basically horny most of the time, and women get horny. So they have to get to that space of horniness to actually want to make it happen. You understand? And then once they're in that zone, once they're in that space, that's when they want to do it. So you could be on a date with a girl, and just because you're not creating that sexual tension, that's the reason why you're not going to get sex that night. You understand? Or even it could even be a situation where it's not a date. It could be where you're just at a bar, you meet some random chick, and you could have, took her back to your place or gone to her place and made something happen, but nothing's really going to occur because you haven't, been creating that sexual tension. You see what I mean? So you got to make sure that you're doing that, and then you're going to actually get more sex, right? Now, another reason why, you're not getting the sex is because of logistics. It's because of logistics. See, when you're talking to girls, you have to sort of, figure out what's going on in the situation. So, let's say you just met a girl randomly at a bar. Y'all talking. You need to know, where she's from, where does she live, what's her situation, what is she, what's her plan for the night, what is she doing tomorrow morning. You're sort of trying to get a feel of, seeing, okay, is it feasible for me to take her to my spot? Would I be able to go to her spot? You understand? So you're trying to get all this information to see what can go down, right? This is like when you first meet a girl, you're at a bar, whatever, there's some random chick. Now, if you're having a date and you want to sort of get to know the girl during the date, let's say you meet some girl, you get a number, you set up a date, y'all go on a date, right? The thing is that when we talk about logistics in this situation, in order to make it a little bit more easier for you to get sex, right? You would need to figure out, okay, what's her situation as far as, let's say, what does she have to do in the morning? How late can she stay out or whatever? And then sort of, make sure that the date is happening somewhere near your house. So let's say, I remember when I was living in Williamsburg, because I live in New York City. So for those who know New York City, Williamsburg, whatever. So I used to live in this area called Williamsburg, and there was a bar maybe about 2 or 3 blocks from my house. So I would invite the chicks to come to that bar. So then I would be creating this sexual tension there. And then when she's all, ready, I would just take her back to the spot, and the spot is that close. You understand? So, it's all about you, making sure that your logistics is on point, because the logistics are the thing that can fuck up a lot of situations, because a girl could actually want to have sex with you, but because the logistics is all fucked up, you're not going to be able to do it. And in fact, there are some times where you can't really control it to a certain extent. Because if you meet a chick, let's say you meet a chick and at a club or something, and she's only in town for that night, she's leaving in the morning, she's with, her best friend or even 2 of her best friends, and they're all staying in the same hotel room or whatever. And so now either, you're going to have to smash her in the bathroom somewhere, you know what I mean? Or try to get her back to her hotel room, and hopefully that her friends will be somewhere else at the time, or on cock block or whatever it is. But in those cases, a lot of times the logistics are all fucked up. And, you're in a situation where it's going to be hard for something to happen because of the logistics. You see what I mean? And so that's going to actually stop you from actually, getting sex happening. You understand? Now, another reason why you're, just getting numbers and going on dates, but you're not getting any sex, is you're not letting the chicks know you want to hook up. You understand? Because this is the thing, you don't have to go on dates with women. You understand? I always say, if you go on dates, the dates are really sort of to just get a feel of the chick before you decide you want to sleep with her. You understand? Because see, and this is for more like advanced guys, or guys who really understand, like, look, if a chick is hot, she's hot, that's cool. But at the same time, sometimes you want to feel the chick out. You want to make sure that the chick isn't crazy, that she ain't on some bullshit, whatever it is. And so this is where you go on a date. But the thing is that you can still sort of feel a chick out. Let's say you first meet her at a club somewhere, and this is the first time you meet her, you never met her before, just some random stranger chick or whatever, and you're talking to her, you let's say you're sort of getting a feel for her a little bit. And so instead of trying to hook up a date, you should be like, yo, what are you doing this weekend? We should get together and hook up. You understand? You should come by my place, I'll come by your place, whatever. You understand? And a lot of times this works best if you are actually building sexual tension in the moment, kissing her or doing whatever, touching her. And then let's say it's not feasible for it to happen that night. You say, hey, let's get together and hook up later this week. Or if it is feasible that night, be like, yo, let's go back to my place, right? So the thing is that sometimes you can actually just tell the chick, hey, let's get together, let's hook up. And so, you saying that is going to, put you in a situation where it's most likely that you're going to actually get sex going. And see, the thing is that I want to tell guys is, because every time I tell guys, look, just tell the girl to hook up, a lot of guys don't believe that it's possible for this to happen, because they've never been in a situation before where either the girl is that horny, or they've never really seen or experienced a woman being that sexual towards them. So they're still thinking, oh, I gotta, wine and dine her and court her. And then, later on, after we get to know each other, then she'll be ready to have sex, because girls, you got to do all this extra tiptoeing and all this other stuff to have sex with them. See, a lot of guys have that thought process. So, me telling you to say, hey, let's hook up seems crazy, right? But again, the best way to do this is when you are in the situation where the sexual tension is being built, you guys are getting touchy-feely, you're kissing, she's ready at that moment, and then you'd be like, yo, let's go back to my spot. You understand? This is, and you can make that happen, right? Now, the last thing I wanted to talk about real quick when it comes to this, while you're, getting the numbers and dates, but you're not getting any sex, is because you are not charging the girl to the game, right? And so what I mean is, you're talking to this one girl who you like. She's giving you the runaround. She's flaking. She's doing some goofy shit, and you're still participating in interacting with her, right? So she'll, go on a date with you here or there, and she'll hang out with you, but she's, stringing you along. She's not really trying to have no sex with you, but you just keep thinking, oh, well, maybe next time she'll give it to me. Maybe next time we'll have sex. And, so you're being hopeful, and you're hoping that it's going to go down. But all you needed to do is charge a stick to the game, and then you would have actually freed up some more time to interact with other women. Because, see, the more time you spend on a woman who's wasting your time, that's the less time you have to deal with other women who would have had sex with you. You see what I'm saying? And so what happens is your focus is so much on this girl who's not really doing anything. And then you waste a lot of fucking time, and you're not having sex with her, and you're not having sex with the other girls because you're not, taking any time and effort to deal with the other chicks, when you could have just kicked this chick to the curb and started fresh and deal with another girl, you understand, who will most likely have sex with you. All right. So the thing you guys got to understand, overall with this is that, you could be out there, going around getting numbers and shit and exchanging numbers, and, that's good. It's cool to be able to do that. Right. Then you could be out here going on these dates and all this other stuff, and, that's great too. But the thing is, you want to be able to get to the point where you know how to create situations for, you to have sex. You understand? Because you don't want it to be a thing where you're just sort of getting comfortable in the zone of like just talking to girls and, getting numbers and going on dates and hanging out and making out and all this other stuff. And you have the feeling of you doing something, and it's good that you at least can do that. But the thing is that you want to get to the point where you're having sex on that consistent basis, or that when you talk to these girls and interact with these girls, that you're gonna have more sex, gonna have it more often. You understand? It's not gonna be some once in a blue moon thing, or once every freaking 3-4 months type of vibe. You understand? And then the rest of the time is just you getting numbers and going on dates and spending money and doing all this other shit, but you ain't getting no sex popping. You feel what I'm saying? So, you got to make sure that you are, creating that sexual tension. Make sure the logistics is tight. Make sure you're letting these chicks know you just want to hook up. And remember, charge these chicks to the game if they ain't really trying to do what they should be doing. You feel me? So that's pretty much it. Guys, make sure you go to Bad Boy Membership. Get my program, Just Have Sex with Her. Also get How to Build Sexual Tension with a Woman. And also make sure you watch The Art of Flirting. Get all of those programs on the Bad Boy Membership. All right, so I'm out of here. Remember, guys, the truth is inside you. Peace. I'm gone. Now, before you turn off this video, make sure you click the link below to get the Mr. Locario 30-minute game session. Now, this is a private one-on-one coaching session between me and you where we chop up game for a half an hour. So make sure you click that link below to get the Mr. Locario 30-minute game session. Hey, what's up? It's dating and life coach Mr. Locario. Go to badboymembership.com and master the dating game by joining my Bad Boy Membership program. In this program, you'll receive 45 to 90-minute, easy-to-follow, step-by-step dating advice tutorials that's guaranteed to help you attract, date, and have sex with beautiful women. Join the Bad Boy Membership today by going to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com.